It's a new paradigm in business tools, an app that lets you transform the way you engage with your sales force, employees, partners, and customers, all without the learning curve. And its high-end user interface design makes it a cinch to use. It's called Salesfactor, and here to tell us about it is Bruce Friedman, Vice President of U.S. Sales at Leapfactor. Bruce, welcome to Talk Business 360.
Thanks for having me.
So, Bruce, what does this app do?
It essentially makes a business app cool. One of the biggest problems you have with mobile applications is getting people to use it. Everybody expects to use them very much like games. You want to be able to engage your sales team in it. You want them to be able to use it. And it turns out to be a very, very hard thing to do. What Salesfactor does is we actually design the application for the salesperson. That is, it makes it enjoyable for the salesperson, cool for the salesperson to actually use, keeps them engaged, keeps them using it.
Sounds great. What mobile devices can be used with Salesfactor?
Really, any of the personal smartphones and devices out there that are common today. iPads for sure. They own 87+% of the marketplace. You also have iPhones and Android devices that are out there as well. So it really fits the sales teams and what they're carrying today.
Now, being connected is important, but can we also work offline with Salesfactor?
This turns out to be super important for salespeople, particularly those that travel around a lot or in front of customers a lot, person to person, because you never know where you're going to be. You might be in the basement of a hospital. You might be in the middle of a field somewhere. So it's very important to make sure that you have all the tools that you need on your iPad, access to content, access to information, even if you're not connected, and be able to share that with the customer in front of you. So one of the great things about Salesfactor is it works in that mostly connected environment.
Flexibility is important. Can I use Salesfactor to create custom content?
What's great about Salesfactor is not only can the marketing department control what actually gets pushed out to each one of the salespeople, so they can actually have a part in what gets presented to the customer, watch what gets presented to the customer, and also be able to participate in that process. But it also gives the flexibility for the salesperson to move that content around so that it fits the sales type of engagement that they're currently in. So it's a great combination of being able to help the marketing department push the messaging down to the field in a very efficient way, at the same time allowing the salesperson to have the flexibility to be able to move that content around so that they can present what's comfortable for them with their customer.
And which companies are using Salesfactor?
We have a ton of great brand companies that are currently using Salesfactor for their own sales forces, great companies like L'Oreal that are going out and putting this in the hands of their sales team. So it really runs the gamut across consumer packaged goods, beauty and health, pharmaceutical, and some of the direct sales organizations.
What a fantastic app. Bruce, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me out. Appreciate it.
We've been speaking to Bruce Friedman, Vice President of U.S. Sales at Leapfactor. Want to learn more about Salesfactor? Fire up that browser and head to leapfactor.com.